We begin tonight with the fate of the Voting Rights Act as the Supreme Court weighs a redistricting case out of Louisiana. At issue, two predominantly black congressional districts and a ruling that could reshape minority voting power nationwide. Legal contributor Jessica Levinson joins me now to break down the case. So, Jessica, remind us again what's at the heart of this case.
So at the heart of this case is essentially how much power Section 2 of the Voting Rights is going to have. To remind everybody, this is part of the landmark piece of legislation, the Voting Rights Act, and it's essentially the only part that's left standing after the Supreme Court hobbled the other half of it, Section 5, back in 2013. So this is a section where if people feel that district lines impermissibly dilute their right to vote on the basis of race or color, this is the section that they sue under. And so it does a lot of work, not just in redistricting, but when it comes to any issue related to voting practices and procedures. And so the continued strength of Section 2 as a potential remedy for these types of claims is really what hangs in the balance.
And so what's at stake then with this ruling?
So what's at stake, of course, is what we talked about. Legally, this could be a sea change in terms of people's ability to sue in federal court and say, the way these lines are drawn, I cannot elect the candidate of my choosing. My power as a voter is diminished as a result of my race or my color. So that's legally what's at issue. Politically, what's at issue is that if the court comes out with a decision that says either that it's impermissible to consider race at all when trying to draw lines or trying to draw lines that remedy a potential violation of the Voting Rights Act, then that would give lawmakers a lot more power to draw lines in ways that could do things like increase voting power. That obviously has huge implications, not just for the House of Representatives, which arguably hangs in the balance, but also for a lot of state legislatures as well.